This is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Welcome to Las Vegas, where dreams and fortunes can be made, and the site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see, the national champions from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake.
Texas.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Moving receivers around now before the snap. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
They face third down, trying to build momentum early in this national championship game. Looking downfield, it's Johnson. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the plus 40. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Pressure is coming. That's caught. It's Taylor. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Catch made in space. Look out. Touchdown, Georgia. They draw first blood in this national title game. In a national championship game, you cannot do a better job of setting the tone immediately, Kirk.
Well, it's the biggest game of the year, so you've got to bring your best. On the opening drive, the offense did just that. That's how you get this thing started.
The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. scanning the field. It's Manning. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to the offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Long runs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes.
Breaks into the clear. And they get the conversion there. Set up now first down at the 38.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those.
The pass rush gets home.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, a brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. And I even throw in Geno Atkins, who had a great career in the interior of that Georgia defensive line.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Lets it fly to the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Well, it's a blown opportunity here for this defense. They get the offense all the way to fourth down and long. They got to get pressure. They got to get this offense off the field, make them pay for this aggressive decision to go for it, and instead they give up a first down. This could cost them.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas, as they answer with their first score of this title game. So a long, methodical scoring drive, great execution, and championship pressure, Kurt.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And the point after is good. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Texas.
And he's brought down quickly, trying to make something happen on the return, but still doesn't get out to the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. On the move now. Nobody open downfield, he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Second down was incomplete on the screen. Brings up third down.
Offense facing a third and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Bringing pressure. Fires it on the move. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
They'll run it from the gun. As the first down is still going. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of.
Touchdown, Longhorns, as they put 6 more on the board. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Texas.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back to throw. It's Johnson. Oh, and it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do it very...
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And it's caught outside the 10 and still going. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this biggest stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. One thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
That one moves the ball across the 40. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense will make the stop, and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 14-14.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back. It's Manning. He escapes the pocket. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. With the catch, it's Coleman. Oh, they stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. To throw, it's Johnson. Moves out of the pocket. Makes the catch. It's Frazier. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, this is the risk you take when you play man-to-man coverage and you leave a linebacker on a running back. Quarterback does a nice job of seeing that mismatch and getting the ball to the back for some good yards.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. On the move now. Going to try to use his legs here. And he steps out of bounds. No gain on the play.
Well, that is a clinic by this defense on this quarterback run. String him out to the sideline, nowhere for him to go. All he could do was step out of bounds for no gain.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. They do it for a second time. He's looking to throw. A short completion to the tight end. The first down pickup tackle at the 45.
Big conversion for this offense, and for the defense, it's one thing to simply allow a first down, but entirely different thing when you realize the offense doesn't fear you. And this is exactly what happens here.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Ball handed off. He's got room to run. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid game here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. Now it's second down here. On the run, it's Frazier. He's past the marker and still going. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Fights through the tackle. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And the Bulldogs are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the single back takes the handoff. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The Dogs will line up here on first down and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs. Took some extra time in the weight room paying off on that play.
What a job shedding tackles crossing that goal line. And if you're this defense, you've got to focus a bit more on the fundamentals and wrapping up because poor tackling teams get exposed by running backs like this.
PAT puts them in front by 7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Looking to scramble. Deep throw across his body to the left. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain.
First down, Texas.
Boy, a great job of coming up with a huge play by this offense. A nice pass by the quarterback, and you look at the time here before we get to the half. They got a real shot here to put a touchdown up on the board.
So the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. He escapes the pocket, and he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Touchdown, Texas. Still no answer for this offensive machine. And this national championship game is now dead even. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Now, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Play of the drive now from the 25. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Dogs will kick this away to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To the air, it's Manning. The sure hands, it's Brown. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak it.
They pressure him and sack him and be tackled inside the 10.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years, and it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to that.
It's 4th down and a long way to go, but they're going to go for it. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. He makes the grab. The coach's choice to go for it does not pan out.
Well, this decision clearly backfires on this offense. Backed up inside their own 10-yard line, and you go for it? I mean, I get being aggressive, but that's just not smart football.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Third down pass is incomplete to the bottom.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. Knocks that one right down the middle. And they've reclaimed the lead with that.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Fires it to the wideout. What a catch! He's in the clear at the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns. And that will give them the lead now. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trying to blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last possession produced a field goal. No doubt they're thinking touchdown this time. Looking deep downfield to the left. The ball is picked off. Could take it all the way. He's at the 50. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. Receiver in motion now. Testing the right side here. Now here he goes. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Here's the second down play. And now the running back's got it again. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. They'll run it here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
He's wide open. Look out. Touchdown, Texas. This offense is still clicking.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his third touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Texas.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on first down. Screen to the receiver in the flat. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
With the catch, it's Humphreys. And it's good for a first down to the 36. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Barber. He's brought down after a short gain. It's not going to be first down yardage. Short completion there. Second down coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And it's hauled in. What a catch. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Georgia.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in him.
The coach deciding to go for 2 here to cut the margin to 3 points. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he's not going to make it. That's a big stop for the defense. It's still a 5-point margin. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to pass, it's Manning. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Breaks into the clear. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
That pass is no good. Incomplete to wrap up play here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas 35, Georgia 30.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Looking to chuck it again. Lets it go quickly. Wide open downfield. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop it. Touchdown, Longhorns.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And now before the kickoff, a timeout is taken by the kicking team here. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Texas.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. On first down, it's play action. Looking deep down the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He wins the foot race to the end zone. That's a huge touchdown, still trailing, but a one-possession game with that trophy on the line right now.
Well, the national championship's on the line. The offense has done their job, and now it's up to their own defense. Can they get a stop and get the ball back to their offense with a chance to make this thing get really interesting?
Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Well, Chris, as you know, this is one of the toughest things to do in all of football, trying to recover the onside kick. But let's give credit to the hands team there for coming down with that ball for the return unit.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. To throw, it's Manning. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
Look out, room to run here. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The defense takes their third and final timeout to make some adjustments at the sideline. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Fighting off the defender.
Well, a great job by this defense stepping up here and working with the lead. On the other side, offensively, about the only thing that went well there is at least they got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Nice grab. It's Humphreys. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the 4th quarter? They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at
all. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance. No way to run up the middle.
Running back with the carry. UGA on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now back at the 7, it's 3rd down and goal. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Touchdown, Dogs. They jump on top here in the final minute.
Nice job here with the game on the line. This offensive line gets a nice push, and the back gets it into the end zone to give them a lead. Now you look at this, less than 2 minutes to go in the national title. You're up by 1. Obviously, you go for 2 here to give yourself a 3-point lead.
The offense will set up now for the 2-point conversion, trying to extend the lead to 3 points. Dropping back, it's Johnson. Moves out of the pocket. And is incomplete. The try fails. Instead of going up by 3, still a 1-point game here in the fourth quarter. The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past the line of scrimmage before throwing the ball. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a late deep shot. And he's got it! A diving catch way downfield.
What a great catch by that receiver, Chris. He lays out and comes down with it, and the quarterback is the beneficiary. He's actually over 200 yards, and he can thank his receivers for plays like this.
Quick throw over the middle. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
They're in position now for the possible game winner. Just got to get up to the ball and spike it. The offense decides to just spike the ball here.
The ball on the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
So here it is, a pressure moment. The field goal team on the field, a lot riding on this kick. And it's the defense stopping the clock now with 14 seconds remaining. And here we go, a chance to take the lead in the final seconds. Here we go, final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? Looking for his big tight end. Touchdown, Texas! And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
And now the try for the 2-point conversion. And now a timeout is taken by the defense with 11 seconds remaining. What have they got cooked up for this 2-point conversion attempt? To throw, it's Manning. And a catch made in the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
Well, I thought the defense did a pretty good job of defending this 2-point try, but let's give all the credit to the quarterback and the receiver for being able to be in sync and in rhythm to come down with that catch and the 2 points.
Texas.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Yards off the ball. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver. A timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Looking for a late deep throw. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Team standing at the top of the mountain for national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the Texas Longhorns.